Everyone, today I'm gonna share with you a different type when you box the bottom of the bag or the pouch or wallet. And so I'm gonna show you one at a time. The fabric for all it's gonna be the same. On each bag we only use two fabric and the interfacing. The interfacing I use midway interfacing and the link in my description box if you want to look and see if you like it. I like it, it's easy to use, and the size 9 inches wide by 13 inches long. And I already ironed the interfacing on the back side of the main fabric. And also here I have the zipper. When you use something like this one is from start to end is 13 inches and a quarter. Right side of the zipper always facing down to the right side of the fabric. And it's end to end like this. Like start to end like this, it's evenly. You can pull it down if you want to make it easier. And it's right at the end right here where the metal thingy, you're going to pull this up like that. And now all the way here, you're going to make sure it line up for you. So I have the right side facing right side. And at this point, you're gonna make sure that both are even from end to start. From start to end, from end to start. At the corner right here, you're going to mark a 1 inch. Right here, and then lift this up. I know 1 inch is right there. So now I'm going to sew all the way down to here 1 inch, and then I'm going to pull this zipper down, stay away from that, and then put this two back and then sew. And I have the extra zipper thingy down. So I show you. You see this? It's already down here. And now I'm going to bring back this side, going this way. And you make sure you can press this. You can iron if your fabric need to iron in order for it to lie down, then do that. I'm going to mark so I know where I stop. You're gonna bring this back. The main side, you're gonna flap this up and make sure it go corners to corners and everything like this. That is where you're going to stop. And then from here, you're going to flap this side up. Let me just clip this down here. For now, remember we're going to clip little at a time. And then I'll go into the other side so I can flip this over. Bringing the lining piece up and you're going to clip it down. Now you're going to make sure that everything is lined up evenly. On this side over here, with the zipper, and you're going to mark 1 inch here. That where we're going to stop sewing and pull the zipper the other way. So now you can use bead and stitch this all together and then sew on the sewing machine, or you can just go and sew just like the first one when I show you. So everyone, after I sew on this, remember the 1 inch that you left before you pull the zipper down, it's always at the tail. Remember the tail that you left it 1 inch, always remember. And inside out this, you're going to unzip the zipper in here, get the zipper all the way open, and then taking this out like this. The easiest way, everyone. Make sure the sew line touch together like that. This is the zipper, that's why it's sticking up, but that's okay as long as you have this together. Then after you press on the side like this, I have cut in here that 1 inch paper, and I'm going to go for the corner here. I'm going to trace this. This is quicker than you going to mark an inch here and in there. You're gonna sew up and leave about 2 inches right there open, and sew all the way down. When you sew all around to this side, stuck that zipper tail inside and sew all the way down. Box this, sew on the line, and on this side you're going to do the same thing. Everyone, after I box the corners, you can bring this corner to this corner and make sure it's all lined up. You can do when you line them up together, and so you don't need to do 2 times like I do now. Sew this, and then on this side right here you do exactly the same. Bring this corner to this corner, make sure they're all lined up evenly side by side and everything like that. So you sew this together. That way when you take thing out, the lining won't come out. Only the thing that you need to take. Sew this and sew this. I sew these two together. I'm gonna cut and then inside out. So I already draw the line here that I know where to cut the quarter up and ends. Here too. Chipmunk hat. Alright, so now I'm going to the line inside, and I see the opening space. I'm going to inside out this whole thing. This one right here. The zipper side already open for me. Remember that, very important. Everyone, after I top stitch all around the top. And look the zipper here. I'm going to zip this up so you can have an idea what it looks like. So on this side of the zipper, we're going to cover that. I cut it like that so it can hold that for me. I also have in here that 2.5 inch by 2.5 inch square piece, and I'm going to place this way, fold the side in, just like so. When I sew, I'm gonna go in here 1/2 inch. Everyone, after I sew on this, you're going to go and inside out this. You're gonna pull, don't cut anything. The reason why I cut and left the metal there, so that way that it can hold the zipper together for you. And then I fold it again. Press, you can iron if you want to, but my fabric, I don't think I need to iron this. Okay, and then I fold it again all the way up to here. So evenly. Now you go into sew right on the fold here that you just flap over. That is that, everyone. Super simple and it's easy to do. Everyone watching my video be able to make this bag. And for this, I think I'm gonna measure for you so you can see the top it's 8 inches, the bottom here is 6 inches, and the box at the bottom here, of course, 2 inches. This is so cute. And it's super easy. So I got the request because the people wanted this long tail of the zipper. And this is how you install this. So cute. And if you want to add the tag, go right into the middle right here. And add the tag right here with the... So for me, I would put the heat and bond tape and I would sew it right. I'm not sew, but I will like iron right in the center right here. That for the tag. One, I use the lining and the interfacing exactly the same size, 9 inches by 13. Right side facing the right side. And from here, you go into sew a 1/4 inch seam allowance, sew on this side and sew on this side. After I sew 1/4 inch on both, you go into inside out this. You're gonna press on the side and everything and iron this. Everyone, after I iron on both sides here, I have the zipper. So this is 9 inches. I cut about 11 inches. So it's like, for me, it's 2 inches longer. On each side of this, you have an inch. I want to keep the length of the wallet. 1/2 inch. 1/2 inch. You're gonna start sewing from 1/2 inch. You mark top stitch all the way to the 1/2 inch, then you stop. Here's 2 1/2 inch all the way here on the fold here to this 1/2 inch, then you stop. I also have cut in here. This is 2.5 inch by 3 inches. I fold it in half and I fold it again and again and again. You're gonna sew the top and the bottom. So now after I sew on both sides in here and clip this down while so you can install the zipper slider back. Remember the technique I share with you how to do that zipper slider. That's the easiest way. Everybody can do it with no problem. You can go half an hour, half an inch. I just about to say half an hour. Half an inch if you want. Cut the teeth, not the fabric. Let go of this. I'm going to add it over here. Same thing, everyone. Same thing. Okay, and then slide it over. I show you in the past, but I just want to make sure that if you are new to my channel, so go down half an inch like this to meet with this side, and then you're going to slide this side in. When you slide this side in, you're gonna hold these two ends right here, and then you're going to pull perfectly and straight all the time. How simple that is. Very simple. Alright, I'm gonna clip right at the half an inch right here. Just leave it that way. And on this side, I'm gonna clip this way. Now we're still on the right side. I'm going to add this, the one that we just sewed. You can add the loop in here if you want, the ring or whatever, and place it here. So half an inch on the top down here. I'm gonna place that just like so. You're going to sew the easiest way you can sew from the bottom up, go all the way a quarter up and in seam allowance, sew it up. When you go to zipper, go back and forth, and on here too, do the same thing, a quarter up and in, going up and down. Now after I sew, I'm gonna cut the extra away. And I'm going to go inside with it, unzip this, go from the inside. Make sure you get the corner out and everything. I'm gonna make sure I'm gonna clip it here because a little bit thick on the top here. I'm gonna clip it. Same thing. Or around. You can iron it if you want to. And then on the bottom here, I'm going to mark 1 inch. And this is a different way that you box the corner. 1 inch here. And then from here, that 1 inch, you're gonna flap this up this way. Clip this. On this side, same. So simple. Quarter up and in seam allowance, you're gonna sew all the way down to here. Remember when you go down to here, back stitch and then come down. Same thing to this side, go all the way down, a quarter up and in seam allowance. Everyone, this is the second style that how you box in different bottom of the bag. Let's just inside out this. So I forgot from the first time when you sew a quarter up and in, feel free to trim and then you go inside and sew. That is the bottom of the bag. This is another style that you can box the bag. You're going to make sure you press this down evenly. Now just zip this up so you can see it even. You can iron if you want to. If not, it's okay. I'm gonna just go and clip on the side here. So we go on to top stitch around this fold here. So the bottom of the bag will stay up like this. You go in and top stitch on the fold around this fold here. I finished sewing the bottom of the bag right here, and look at this. This is the other way that you can sew the bag. It's on the wide side, on the wide bottom like this. That's so cute. And I add the hidden bond tape with the name tag, and I just iron on here. So that is that. That's the second one, and this side is 8 inches, and the height is 5 inches. In the third one, you're going to repeat the same step. The same fabric I have in here, one lining, one interfacing, and one main fabric. 9 by 13. Do exactly the same that I just showed you on the purple one. Do the whole thing, finish, and then I'll show you how to box the bottom. So basically, you're going to sew this side, and then after that, add the zipper. And then I come and show you how to finish the bottom on a different way. After I did the whole thing from exactly the same thing from the second one, zipper, I only go at the same side, 9 inches zipper, just like that, and so on the two sides. And I start from 1/2 inch and end it before 1/2 inch. So, and on this side too. Now I'm going to put the zipper pull together. To do that, you're gonna make sure both of the sides are even. Okay, you don't want to put the zipper on and it's not even. That's not fun at all. So let's just do one side first, and then this side we're going to do all together with you. Okay, when you clip this, you're gonna make sure you put your hand inside and make sure you get the lining pieces out too. When you feel it, you see a little bumpy, that means that it's not come all the way out. So make sure you fix that. And then, okay. So same thing, you're gonna cut off. I have 1/2 inch here. I'm gonna cut off 1/4 of an inch. It's plenty of time. Plenty of room for me to pull. So same thing, everyone. I'm gonna go and cut the teeth. And then from here, I'm gonna slide this over. Same thing. I tell you, if you do this technique and if you fail, you come back, I'll pay you for the zipper. So pull it down like 1/4 of an inch like this side I just cut. And then you go on to slide this side over. Same thing. Slide it in. Hold on to this end. And then pull. Ta-da. Simple. Easy. And so now, on the side that 1/2 inch right there, I'm going to cut this off. I don't want it too thin. On this side right here, I'm going to clip one side. Or if you want, you can get the thread and needle and then sew the end of the zipper, but there's no need to. And I'm gonna go from the other side, go to the other side, the wrong side. Put stitch out. So I let go of that. I just want to hold it so the zipper don't slide off there. Right, so from here, you're gonna make sure you put your hand in there and move everything out that way. Iron this. Then from this fold here, you're going to mark up 1 inch. Push this center line in, and then you're going to find the 1 inch right here, and the 1 inch is let me just clip it 1 inch, and then 1 inch here. Clip this, and then the other one in the other side here. You're gonna clip this one, and this one also. Got it here. Okay, and then you fold this together. Now you go to iron this. Isn't that make sense? That is super simple. I'm going to add this tab right here on the side. Let's just open this. Go right here about 1/2 inch on the top here. 1/2 inch or 1/4 inch is okay. Up to you. Whatever you feel like doing. Sew this down 1/2 inch seam allowance and sew this side too. So everyone, after I sew both sides, now I'm going to use the bias tape and I'm going to cover both sides. Over, so sew this and then go on to this side and sew this one too. And then when you're done, you see this fold right here. I'm gonna do something so you don't have to do it in later on. So it's 1 inch here and then 1 inch here. Mark the other side too. Mark the other side. So that is the 1 inch right here. You're gonna go and top stitch on the fold here, very close to the fold, so right here and stop, and then you go into this side, so that 1 inch, and go top stitch on this fold to this 1 inch and stop. That is that, everyone. After I sew on this bias tape, and then I start sewing the fold here, starting from 1 inch away from the side, going in here and then stop it 1 inch before, and then I went to this side and then sew it in here, so that way the box on the bottom always standing up for you. Now we're going to inside out this without sewing the line on the both side. You won't be able to push it like this, because when you push it like that, it all mess up. Now with the line, you can just go and push on the side here, that the box, the corner box here, perfectly even. That's it, everyone. I finished this one, and look at the bottom of this. It's so cute. And this side from the top is 7 inches and a quarter, and the bottom of this is 6 inches. That will be one long video today, but I done 3 of them just to show you. And the zipper, you want to cut it shorter, you can too, but I like to have it long like that. And then the second one is the purple one, and the way I boxed the bottom of this bag are different. And then the last one is this one recently, and this is how it look on the side and the bottom, just like so. Very easy to do. Everyone watching this can do this. Everyone, stay safe, take care. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Thank you for the people who donate to my channel and join my channel membership. The channel membership help me to purchase more material for my future video. Love you. Stay safe, everyone. Take care.